Yeah, obviously disappointed. Tough loss again. 5 games in a row just like this. Played down to the wire, have a chance. And proud of the defense. Defense really played well. I know they had a rookie quarterback. They got a really dynamic back. No John Saunders, no Ty Wise. You know, two major blows. Nolan Johnson came in and played phenomenally for John. The whole first half, they're trying to pick on him, and they got nothing. And he's all over everything. Unfortunately, first real game action for Nolan where he played a ton of snaps and we were on the field a bunch. He cramped up. Then Kimpson came in second half. Now we're down to our fourth quarter, and he played phenomenal. No Ty Wise, Ugu, and Subtle, and Woolard, and then Kobe and Nasir and Ertl and Cy with McWood and Sally. They were on their business the whole day and doing a great job. Frizz was really good out the field. So really good defense effort with, again, you lose John on Thursday. You know, Ty, we lost last week, but lose John on Thursday. And you're thinking, you know, special teams is good. Or we can't have the rough in the punt. We blocked a number of punts. But, again, you can block punts without roughing. So we got to clean that up. But, again, our punt rush team's been really good this year. Obviously, we blocked one early in the game and changed the field and changed momentum. So special teams, all in all, did a solid job offensively for 3 quarters. Nothing, you know, we can't run it, we can't throw it, we can't throw it versus zone, we can't throw it versus man, we can't run it versus anything, we can't run inside, can't run outside. We got nothing for 3 quarters, and then obviously fourth quarter, you know, probably the offense, they kept coming, they kept competing, they kept fighting. So Five's going to fight. When Avion's in there, Avion's going to fight. So we got a trigger guy that's going to fight. And you get it to 16-10, and you got a couple chances. I know the last chance was long, but you still got a chance before we had short field. You know, got the ball midfield and have a chance to win a game. And again, we got to protect better. We got to throw better. We got to run routes better. We catch the ball pretty good. So I've been pleased with how we've caught the ball all year. But we got to get open. We got to run routes. And then we can't have the penalties. Like, we have receivers jumping offside. You know, the guy lays on Shafe and celebrates on Shafe. I totally get why Shafe's frustrated. He can't get up, and he don't really kick him. He kind of puts his foot on him. But what he does, like, it's a selfish move, and Shafe's one of the greatest kids I've ever met, and, you know, he feels terrible about it. But we got to be more disciplined in that situation. And, again, the guy's laying on top of him and rolling and acting like he celebrates laying on top of us. It's colossal. Not right, should have been. But regardless, okay, so he did it. You get up, you walk away, you don't cost us 15 yards. So we got to be more disciplined. So, again, it's 5 straight weeks of every inch counts, every yard counts, every possession counts, every play counts. One play wins the game, one play loses the game. You got to be on your business every snap. And if you're not on your business, that could be the play that costs you. I think we will get better on offense. And I think we will score more points. But we're gonna have to work really hard, and we're gonna have to take some ownership of everything. And we always say, players and coaches alike, and we got to take ownership, and we got to go, and we got to get better, and we got to score more points. We were on the field a ton today to hold them 16 points, you know, and 3 of them were after a turnover, and we got a 3 and out, and so again, there's things, and again, we got to keep playing that way. We can't take our foot off gas defense, otherwise we won't have a chance. So, very frustrating. Timing and, you know, passing game is, you know, some of the slants, we're going to hit those slants. They were open, you know, our timing, you know, we haven't, obviously Brett hasn't been in there in the routes and you know, we haven't been working together. So some of that, but that's not what I'm worried about. We're going to get better timing as Brett continues to work back in this thing. It'll be all the stuff that we can control, and the pad level and the physicality and the, you know, so there's a lot of work to be done over there.
All right, Mark.
A couple of their scores came, one after the roughing the punter penalty, but you also had the interception that was reviewed into an incompletion, and then the horse collar on the third down sack. Those are the kind of things that, you know, they just seem to be adding up for you.
Yeah, and there's going to be, it just, again, those are such big plays when you score 10 points. You know what I mean? If you score 25 points, again, Caden Woolard is fighting off a block, sees a quarterback, he's backhand reaching out. It happened to be a horse collar, he's trying to get the guy down. He happened where he could have grabbed him anyway. He's trying to grab, and he's getting held at the time, and it's like he just trying, like, so that the roughing the punter again. Our punt rush team's been awesome, so I'm not down on our punt rush team. It's been crazy impactful, but like I said, we're not ever supposed to run the punter. Like if you don't, it's not all or nothing. We're going for the block, and if we don't get it, we slam in the punter, which is what we did. That's just not very disciplined and not very smart. So that can and will be cleaned up. It's not what we coach, So kids trying to make a play. So, but again, and again, those 3 points matter, And but when you score, again, you go back to look at every, our defense play out of mind. I can count 3 times our DN didn't do the job. I'm talking about in 70 snaps, but I remember those 3 plays that hurt us because it scored 16-10. In a normal game, it'd be like heck, and they did play a heck of a game, but you can't say we're just going to have to play perfect and never make a mistake. It's jumping off sides, illegal procedures. Those are the ones, a horse collar, some of them are effort and guys flying around. So.
I'm not sure how much, how many reps or whatever Brett was able to get during the week leading up to it. And there's probably some difference between when he throws the ball and Avion throws the ball and that. But it looked like Western Michigan had some pretty tight coverage, at least when they got into their route.
Yeah, no, man coverage, and I'll look at it, but I felt like in man coverage we didn't create enough space. We didn't create enough space in their man coverage. Most of the completions, I'm venturing and guessing, were against zone. We didn't. I don't think we completed. And I could be wrong, but I don't think I'll be wrong when I watch the tape after we get done with this press conference. I think that we got to get open more, and they did a good job. Credit to them, no doubt. And they're good on defense. They've been good on defense ever since I've been here. They're good on defense. Like they play good defense. So.
When did you realize that Brett was going to come back? Because the inkling was earlier, like a couple of weeks ago, that it was going to be a while, and maybe the whole season.
Yeah, just he went back down to his doctor and got cleared 2 weeks ago. He was cleared from his injury. He wasn't necessarily cleared to play because he hadn't done anything. He hadn't run, he hadn't thrown, he hadn't biked. The injury required for him just to rest and let everything heal. So he was cleared a couple weeks ago from an injury standpoint to play. Now it's you got to start running, you got to start throwing. You can't just throw 80,000 balls. You got to build your arm strength back up, otherwise your elbow's going to hurt. So he's been practicing for a couple weeks, and then he talked to his doctor again this week, and doctor said, "Hey, I'm good if you continue to feel good all week," and he felt good all week. So it was kind of like at the beginning of the week, if everything, he's got to keep progressing. If everything keeps progressing, he can play. If it doesn't, then you can't force it because then you'll deal with something else. So again, did he look as sharp as no one's going to look as sharp after 7 weeks. Did he compete and find a way on the 4th down scramble to give us a chance to win? Like that's who he is. We got 2 quarterbacks that compete their tail off for these football, and again, they do an amazing job and set the tone of how to play the game and fight. And you talk about fighting and scratch and clawing for every yard. Those 2 kids do it, and they make mistakes like everyone else, but those 2 kids are. I'll take AV and Gabbard in my foxhole any day. They're a joy to be for me. Who that's all I really care about is your focus and your compete level and your preparation, and those guys are awesome.
How concerned are you about the run? I imagine it would have been nice if you could have got the run game going to take a little pressure off Brett, at least in the beginning of the game. But it seemed like they were on. Western Michigan was on top of it pretty much.
Yeah, no, we didn't run the ball. We didn't run the ball at all. And they get very concerning. Run complements pass complements run. You become one-dimensional. Makes it again part of why we probably didn't throw it as good. There's a lot of reasons. Credit to Western Michigan, mistakes by us, rustiness. But also a big part of it is what you're alluding to is you're not running the football. It's hard to throw it. We live by that on defense. Why is our defense good? Because we stop the run. When we don't stop the run, we're not as good because then they can start mixing in and throwing and running, and it's very difficult. When we can stop the run and get them in must-pass situations, it's a whole heck of a lot easier to defend the pass. So now you're mixing the run, you keep them off balance, and, in the Kent State game when we threw the ball efficiently, it made a huge difference. And again, then complements the run game, opens up things in the run game. So no, it's a concern, and we've shown we can do it. We've got to do a better job.